What is going on, guys? Crucible here, and today we're going to be breaking down the yellow archetype for set 5 of Fusion World. We've already gone over red, blue, and green. And green, I need time with green to really like mess around with it and see how viable it's going to be. I think there's a lot of cards in there that's great. I think there's, I think Namek Goku has potential. I just don't see, like, I want to play test a bit more before I like really come to a conclusion of where I see him on the list. But Vegito looks pretty good. Daima Goku looks pretty good. So let's jump into Janemba and just see what he's got to offer. If anyone's going to be able to compete with Vegito, I think it's going to be Janemba here. So here's hoping that he's able to you know, compete. So Janemba is a standard leader on his front side. And on his backside, when attacking, you switch up to 2 of your energy to active mode, and then activate main once per turn. You pay 2 energy to draw a card, and then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, switch it to rest mode. This card is basically Soul Striker in Masters. He's drawing a card. He's able to switch 2 energy back up to active, and then he's got an additional ability of switching something to rest mode. So, what's crazy about this too is due to the fact that depending on what your opponent's doing and how you want to answer to your opponent, you can play stuff out. You can play stuff out on board, and then utilize his when attacking ability to mitigate the cost at which you paid for it. So you pay like a 3 cost, and you swing with your leader to basically pay that guy for 1. Then if you want to facilitate a draw and rest something to lean into the control aspect of things, you can if you want to. There's a lot of versatility in this guy in this guy's ability, and so depending on the tools that he's given, there could be an argument here for him to be really, really good. So let's kind of jump into it. So first off, Frieza Clan support. 4 cost, 25k power, 0 combo King Cold. On play, if you have a total of 3 or more cards with Frieza Clan in their special traits among your leader and battle cards in your battle area, play up to 1 non-King Cold battle card with a cost of 4 or less and Frieza Clans from your hand. So this is really cool. So yeah, he's 0 cost combo. He's only 25k power. But being able to just free play stuff out is pretty crazy. And if we take into account the fact that this goes into the secret rare, insane. Nuts. Just nuts. It's pretty insane, just looking into that. But you do need to have 3 or more cards with Frieza Clan. So you're looking at leader. You're looking at maybe like a Sorbet, and then this guy. So 3, or it's the Frieza Clan, not Frieza Force. So. We'll see if there's like something cheap that you can play this guy off of. I think this works in King Cold too, right? Like King Cold is also part of the Frieza Clan. So yeah. So I mean, King Cold could see a resurgence potentially. He's already kind of seen a little bit of a resurgence, but he's not like great by any means. So we'll see. We'll see going into it. The super combo is going to be Zarbon. We got a new cantrip of Saki Demon for another world. Psyche Demon. I think I pronounced that right. Alright, then we got Zanya. 2 cost, 20k power, 5k combo, who's a Self-Awakener. When attacking, you pay an energy to draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. So, once again, you're paying this for 2. You can use your leader ability, swing, get the 2 energy back. You have 1. Then you can activate 1 to draw 2. Like, there's a compounding effect with this leader, and that I think is really, really cool. Alright, then we got Joyce. 2 cost, 20k power, 5k combo. Crit, and then he's a Self-Awakener. In Janemba, this will be good. Self-Awakeners will be good for Janemba. I was really kind of... And Self-Awakeners will be good for Frieza and stuff, too. But, I'm hoping that there's more going on with these Ginyu Force cards to kind of help with Ginyu Force. Having more options to play off of the Ginyu Force package, I think, will be good, but I want them to like have like extra effects. Crit here, I think, will be fine. Crit I think is pretty fine for the most part, though. Alright, Lord Jaguar. This is another one where I'm kind of interested in. How much Lord Jaguar Island support are we actually going to be getting? We'll have to see. But activate main. He's a 5 cost, 10k combo. You switch this card to rest mode, and then you can add up to one non-Lord Jaguar card with a cost of 3 or less in Jaguar's Island and its special traits from your drop to your hand. Depending on what this specific support is, this card is kind of butt. It is kind of ass, but depending on what the support is, like maybe it's viable. We'll have to see. Then we got a vanilla Janemba, 20 cost, nothing crazy. Then we got the SR Janemba. 25k power, 3 cost, 5k power. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then switch 1 of your energy to active mode. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area. Switch it to rest mode. This is going to be a must run, I think, in every yellow deck. This card is insane. Being able to self-awaken, then you're getting an energy back, essentially playing this guy for only 2 energy. And then if you're running this in the Janemba, you're playing him for free. Playing him for free, basically. And then you're resting something as well. Crazy. So much utility, so much like stuff you can do in a bunch of these yellow decks. This is just such a good card. It is. It really is. Then we got Birder. 2 cost, 20k power, 5k combo. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area. Switch it to rest mode. This makes him a little bit better, I think, than the vanilla Birder, just due to the fact that he has an effect on play. But you're losing combo power to do that, and yellow already struggles with combo power, especially the Ginyu deck. So, I don't know. I think he's fine, but definitely was expecting a little more from these cards. Then we got Bio Warrior, 1 cost, 10k power, 10k combo. Activate battle, you KO this card in the battle area, and then you switch a battle card to rest mode in your opponent's battle area. It's okay. There's a Shin that minuses 10,000 power when he KOs himself in red, and I'm not a fan of that particular card, so I'm not a big fan of this card either, personally. Then we got Bio Broly. 3 cost, 20k power, 10k combo. When attacking, if you have 2 or more active energy, draw 1 card. You're always going to be able to get this effect off because, remember, Janemba, as an awakened leader, is able to get 2 active energy back. So you'll always be able to replace this guy in hand no matter what while he's on the board. So this is not a bad card. I like this card. Then we got the SR Bio Broly, who is 5 cost, 35k power, 0 combo. On play, you draw a card, so he automatically replaces himself, and then you're switching 2 of your energy to active mode. This is insane from the fact that you're paying 5 energy, you're drawing a card to replace himself, and then you're getting 2 energy back, which makes him a 3 cost, essentially. And then when you swing with Janemba, you're going back to 4. You're going back up 2 energy, so you basically only played this guy for 1. It's crazy. It is crazy, guys. The fact that you have so much, we're getting so many like means of just facilitating our hand without having to use the leader effect is actually pretty crazy. Yeah, great card. 3 cost Frieza, 20k power, 10k combo. When attacking, self-awaken, then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, switch it to rest mode. I'm noticing a trend. I'm noticing a lot of resting. I mean, this is fine. It's a self-awakener on turn 3 for Frieza or cooler. So I think this works perfectly fine in all things considered. And then you get the added benefit of switching something to rest mode. Then we got Majin Buu Evil, 3 cost, 20k power, 5k combo. He's a self-awakener on play. Then when KO'd, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. This card's okay. I'm not a big fan of unlike some of the other cards that came out in set 4 for Evil Buu. The big thing that I like about those cards is that some of them just are able to KO themselves. They have KO abilities tied to them that allow you to remove unwanted cards to get additional effects. This card doesn't do that. So it's similar to the 2 cost Self-Awakener, where you kind of have to be a little reliant on your opponent swinging in on this guy, or you waiting a turn to get that KO effect to KO this guy off board. In either case, like it does, the flow for that isn't really great. I've never really enjoyed doing that, and I've kind of gone other avenues. And your opponent can kind of play around these when KO'd abilities anyway, so it's an okay card. In a turn 3 Self-Awakener is always like a good thing, but I'd rather just run a lot of the 10k support that deck has, that's able to facilitate the KO abilities. Then we got a 1-cost Mecha Frieza. You switch this card in a battle area to rest mode. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Frieza Clan and its special traits. This is great. Only downside. But I mean, I guess every other color kind of already has something similar to this. Right? Like the Shin from set 4 doesn't really have like a condition for this though. So it's weird that blue has to mill, which that's fine because blue needs to mill anyway. But it's weird for this because it's weird in green because I think green's ability for this, it's a Bulma, right? No, it is a Bulma. Never mind. No, the green's fine. But it's weird that there's like this restriction that this needs to go into rest mode. Like why couldn't this just be an on-play effect? Like, it's a great search ability. You're probably running this in a Frieza army or a Frieza clan deck anyway, but it's just weird that it needs to be switched to rest mode when every other color is getting a searcher like this, and there's like no like heavily impeded like restriction. Yeah. Then we got Men. 1 cost, 5k power, 5k combo. Look at the top. Look at 5 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 non-Men card with Jaguar's Island and its special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom. This is a good searcher. It's Jaguar Island specific, but I don't think there's enough Jaguar support to warrant running this. We'll have to see what the rest of the color set looks like, but I mean, this has no restrictions other than you can't pull this guy. So, not a bad card. It's fine. It's fine. Then we got Ginyu. 2 costs, 25k, 20 power, 5 combo. On your turn, if you have a total of 3 or more cards with Ginyu Force and the special traits among your leader and battle area in your battle area, this card gets in the battle area gets 5,000 power. So this is gonna be a must run in Ginyu. Now, Ginyu has his own set of problems. He needs like obviously Ginyu could probably use like something that has like some semblance of board protection that helps his board. We already have that, I guess, in the 3-cost Vegeta, but 3-cost Vegeta is an archetype dependent, right? So, but this guy's gonna be a must run just due to the fact that he's a 2-cost that swings for 25,000 power in Ginyu Force, and if there's one thing that the deck is focused on, it's hyper aggression. And so having a 25k option not only allows you to swing into 25k leaders, but it also facilitates extra pressure onto your opponent, especially in a mirror where maybe they have to use 2 5k combos out of hand instead of 1 with like they normally do. So having that extra little bit of pressure, I think, is going to be very beneficial for Ginyu Force. Oh. No Guldo. No Guldo extra? Okay, that's interesting. Okay. It's going right to the extra cards. Okay. Alright, so we got Dazzling Onslaught. For 2 energy, your cards that are in a battle get 25,000 power for the battle, then switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. That basically makes this a 1-cost. This is a great card. You're gonna have to run this in Janemba, potentially in other things too. Yeah, just a great card. Then we got Hell Rakshasa, 2 cost. Your cards that are in a battle get 25,000 power for the battle. Then choose up to 1 opponent's battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. I don't think this is as good. This isn't as good as the Onslaught, but this is still pretty decent. Being able to give yourself an option to remove something on board with a battle card or leader or something on your board, while also boosting your current attack by 25,000 power is strong. And if you're swinging with leader, keep in mind that, or if you swing with leader, you're getting the 2 energy back after you use this card on a battle card. So it's there's still versatility with it. It's just, I guess this is more situational, whereas the other one is just inherently good. Then we got Jaguar Island, 1 cost field card, where activate main, switch this card in a battle area to rest mode, play up to 1 battle card with a cost 1, and Jaguar's Island in its special traits from your hand in rest mode. Again, this is fine, but we only have 1 card that this works on. 2 cards technically. We have Bio Warrior and Lord Jaguar, but like those cards aren't doing much for you. So unless we're getting Jaguar Island support in future sets, like in the near future, like this card right now just is not good. It like none of the Jaguar Island cards except for the Bio Broly's are good. Then we got Wicked Rampage. So 0 cost, activate main, you KO 1 Saki Demon in your battle area, which is the Searcher, right? Then you look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Janemba, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the owner's deck in a random order, then play 1 Janemba with a cost of 2 from your hand. So the only option that we have for that is the vanilla. Right? Yeah. It's the vanilla. So, all right, so you're KOing your cantrip for 0 energy, right? Then you're searching for a Janemba, then you're playing a Janemba. But it only works on 1 card. Very situational. Very situational card. Searching for a Janemba is good, but we really only have 2 Janembas to work with. Sneak peek at black there, guys. Yeah, 1, 2. We have 2 Janembas to work with. So unless we're missing some stuff, what's at the end over here? Oh, that's right. All the Daima cards. Not Daima cards. The Dokkan battle cards. And the secret rares. Yeah. We'll go over the Frieza while we're here anyway, though. So obviously the secret rare, because we didn't do it for Goku. But we all know what the Goku does. He's a 45k double striker that can be played for cheap. So, but the Frieza is 4 cost, 30k power, 0 combo, who's got barrier, and when attacking, you pay 2 energy, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 5 or less, and put it in the owner's drop. So far, for a lot of this stuff that we've seen in the set so far, this card hits just about everything except for the secret rare Goku. So, really strong card, can't be interacted with. Note that it's placing it in the owner's drop and not KOing it. So, there's a distinction there, which is really good. And then in Janemba, the fact that you can just play this outright and then swing with your leader and be able to activate this the same turn, like, is really good. So, yeah, definitely a strong card. And the last extra card for yellow is Fierce Hyper Beam. 1 cost, on activate main, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 rest mode battle card, and it cannot be switched. It cannot switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. This is a good card. This is, I think, just an outright better card than Energy Absorption, because Energy Absorption requires you to hit something high at a 4 or higher, right? 4 cost or higher in order to facilitate the draw. However, with this, you can freeze anything that's in rest mode and draw a card. I guess the difference is that energy absorption like forces your opponent to rest mode it, right? So there's that distinction, there's that difference, but I think this is probably just better outright because you don't have that 4 cost restriction. But that's gonna do it for yellow, guys. Yellow is looking pretty good. A lot of weird like support, like the Ginyu Force stuff is going to be good for Ginyu. Obviously, having more cards to be able to play out with Ginyu is going to be great. The Jaguar's Island stuff, I feel like is going to see no play outside of Bio Broly. The Bio Broly is going to be a must run in Janemba, but like the Searchers and stuff, like I just don't know. I just don't think there's enough Jaguar support to really say that it's worthwhile. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 Jaguar Island support with some extras. That's it. So that I'm not sure about. The Frieza support I think is great. Frieza Clan getting a lot of support is awesome. The Boo support is like whatever. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, I think Janemba is one of those decks where if you have stuff that, you know, facilitates energy, like maybe even run some of the Ginyu package in Janemba. Like I think Janemba will be pretty good if you run a lot of the energy efficient stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Janemba I think is going to be pretty good for the most part. Very dependent on the build. So that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.